Hi, Andy Fuehl here, and I want to say welcome. Unfortunately, I have some bad news that I'm going to have to deliver today. And this is something that's finally, the newspapers are starting to admit that we're actually in a recession. Now, I've been talking about this for quite some time now, especially with my clients, getting them prepared for what's yet to come. But let me tell you something. Things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. Now, everybody's been keeping very quiet about what's going on, and this is why I want to tell you a little bit about what's happening. Finally, some things are starting to come to the surface, and they're going to have to get addressed. Because this is something that you can't put your head in the sand about. You must understand, and you must get okay with, because if you don't, you're going to have a hard time succeeding. Now, the first thing is employment is going way down. Layoffs are going up. In fact, they're downsizing more and more everywhere. Why? Because nobody's buying anything. The economy is literally slowing down. Why is this happening? It's an election year. Usually in an election year, most things stop. But here's the thing. There's a secondary problem. The housing market is collapsing. Okay, everywhere you listen, the housing market is literally just going into the tank. Now, when the housing market starts going into the tank, what happens is that disposable income that everybody was used to by going in and refinancing their house or refinancing their property, that's all gone. So what do? Well, you look at other investment areas. But here's the other problem. Even all the other investment areas are getting hit too, because what's really starting to happen now, the financial advisors, they're all starting to get really worried that all types of investments are starting to tank. And because they are starting to tank in all different areas, I mean, if you take a look at the stock market anywhere, you can see everything's on a downward slide. When you have all these things coming together all at once, you've got a big problem. But here's the thing. There is a way to safeguard yourself. There is a way to get out of this, and in fact, you can even thrive in this type of economy, so long as you know what you're doing. You must understand a few key secrets, though, of how to make that transition from where you're thinking today to where you have to go in order to be able to take advantage of that. And see, the thing is, you really must get in touch with what's in here. And when you get in touch with what's inside, you'll know what I'm talking about is right. Now, I've put a special thing together for you. It's called the 5 Secrets Revealed Doctrine, and it's version 2.0. I put out version 1.0 quite some time ago, but so many things have changed, and I've updated it completely. So there's a lot more out there for you, because here's the thing. The strategies that used to work, they still work, except there had to be some modifications. Plus, you also have to know some additional information so you can get informed about how to move forward. The strategies I put in to this document, it's over 80 pages long. The strategies that are in there are literally going to set you free. Instead of just surviving and barely making ends meet while everybody else is getting laid off, and maybe you're even there too. Instead of letting all that stuff happen to you, what you're going to do is you're actually going to have a plan. You're going to move forward because you're going to have the strategies right there in your hand. But here's the thing. It's not ready just yet. And when it is, you're going to be the first to know. Because when you go to doublemyincomenow.com, that's doublemyincomenow.com. When you go there right now, you can go ahead and pre-register and get that special doctrine. And when it's available, you're going to be the first one to get it. Now, it's got a value of $79.95, and I'll tell you something right now. My friends told me with the information that's in there, they said, you're absolutely crazy for wanting to give it away. They said, you've got to charge for this thing. So I thought about it for a little while, and I said, okay, fine. So I'm going to charge $79.95 because I want everybody to get a hold of it. But then I thought again, and I said, this is crazy. I said, I can't do this. I've got to help you. So here's what I'm going to do. For a limited time only, when you go to Double My Income Now and pre-register for that report, I'm going to give you that report. It's over 80 pages in length. It's got all the strategies, got a lot of information that's going to tell you about things that Congress doesn't even want you to know. But when you understand these things, you can prepare and also get yourself in a position where you can actually thrive. So make sure you pre-register today at Double My Income Now. And you can get this report absolutely free. You can get it absolutely free, but it's going to be for a limited time only. And at some point, I'm actually going to sell this thing. So make sure you get there and do it soon. I look forward to seeing you thrive, and I want to hear about your success stories. So make sure that you get in touch with me and let me know what you thought about the report and how it worked for you. Until then, to your success, this is Andy Fuehl.